Dear Diary, the authorities have acquired a new kitten. This abomination has decided that it is acceptable to drink from my water dish. This displeases me. Dear Diary, today I attacked the kitten to rid the authorities of this annoyance. However, they have punished me for this behavior. I'm convinced they're insane. Dear Diary, I awoke to a tightness in my throat. Attempts at hacking up any obstruction on the designated hairball rug were futile and met with anger by the authorities. Chills rack my body. I must lay in sunbeams to counteract the cold. I have also noticed increased sleepiness from the day to the entire day. These blatant signs of my sickness go unnoticed by the authorities. Dear Diary, I have not been feeling well since this kitten has arrived. My coat lacks its previous luster. I feel warm all the time. My food does not have the same appeal it once did. The authorities think I'm sulking and jealous, but I know that I am truly ill. Dear Diary, the authorities must be punishing me for something. They are now feeding me clumps of dirt that they tell me is salmon. I'm afraid that they are losing their minds. I am the only sane one left. Dear Diary, today I vomited the few morsels of food I was able to force down. But the authorities are idiots and have noticed nothing. I'll try to write again, but I may not make it. Dear Diary, I know that I am ill, but I am the only one that can protect the castle from another attack from the intruder. I must not let him know that my body is weakened. I instead try to signal to the authorities, but they just talk in patronizing voices, like I am a kitten. Dear Diary, the authorities finally realized the extreme suffering I have endured, but I wish they hadn't, since I was then unceremoniously placed in a box which I normally enjoy inhabiting and taken to a strange location with dogs. There is no sanity in this place. Dear Diary, today the stranger came back. He sat outside the screen door talking to the authorities. I tried to warn them he was bad news by twining myself around their legs as they walked as per protocol, but in their stupidity they ignored my warnings. Then the greatest of all betrayals. They took my food bowl and gave him my food. I watched in horror as they opened the screen to set the bowl down. I jumped into action, running through the open door. The stranger hissed in my face, his spit flying and hitting me in the eyes and nose. I screamed and swatted him, running off of our property. Triumphantly, I returned to the house, only to be locked in the bedroom by the authorities. They are most confusing and do not appreciate my victory over the stranger. Dear Diary, after the trip to the strange location, I am no longer allowed to wander outside of the house as I please. I have no idea what brought on this barbaric policy. I will wait and see if this policy is changed in the morning. Dear Diary, I'm still weak. Instead of my perfectly formed buried treasures that I normally produce, a strange runny substance has replaced them. I can only hope that this is the weakness leaving my body. Of course, I do not want to keep these alongside my other treasures, so I've chosen to hide them in the authorities' small room of various hanging cloths, where these foul desecrations surely will never be found.